Excusez-moi mon père, je ne trouve pas de mosquée. Est-ce que ça va vous déranger si je prie juste là? Vu que c'est un lieu saint.
Ce que je comprends, c'est que la personne qui est venue faire ça est un influenceur. Il n'était pas seul, il était accompagné pour qu'il filme son acte. Et de toute évidence, ça paraît comme une provocation. Alors, je trouve que ce n'est pas correct parce que l'inverse n'aurait pas été admissible.
Alexa for Urban News, and I'm currently in Saint-Hubert in Montreal area, and I'm surfing on a video that emerged recently where we can see a man, a Muslim man, entering in a church and asking the priest during the prayer to have a place because he was not capable to find a mosque. I'm letting you to check some of the image of the video. Let's check it out.
Excusez-moi mon père, je ne trouve pas de mosquée. Est-ce que ça va vous déranger si je prie juste là? Vu que c'est un lieu saint. Merci beaucoup mon père. Allahu Akbar. Merci mon père. Merci.
The man in question in that video is Nabil Absi. He is a French YouTuber from France, originally from two parents from Tunisia and Algeria. And he came in Canada for vacation not long time ago and came all the way here in Saint-Hubert for creating that video. First of all, I did find the church in question that is just behind me, the Saint-Hubert Church. This video, which has generated several reactions on social media, has been filmed quite some time ago. Mr. Absi did produce it following his visit to Quebec, Montreal, but now he seems to have removed it from his social media platform. The man in question interrupted the prayer moment in order to garner views for his social media content, and the criminal code is clear. According to Article 176, paragraph 2, the criminal code states that anyone who voluntarily disturbed or interrupt a meeting of persons gathered for religious services or for a moral or social object or for charitable purposes is guilty of an offense punishable on summary conviction. We conducted our research, and the church in question is located in Saint-Hubert, and the ceremony was conducted by Father Edgar. I spoke with Father Edgar, who no longer remember when this incident occurred, but he mentioned to me that for him, it was just a man who wanted to pray as he couldn't find a mosque nearby. So I asked him if he knew that they were recording, if they will allow them to continue to do what they were doing. And he answered that probably not, since the church need to give you a permission to record anything inside. For Father Edgar, everyone is welcome to the church to pray regardless of their religion, as it is a place of worship and prayer. I checked, and 3 different locations for Muslims are available within a distance of about 13 to 15 minutes by car. Furthermore, Father Edgar mentioned that he saw a man who seemed to be filming in the background, but he had no idea that the person did it for a video and to later published it. According to Father Edgar, permission is required to film in the premises, and that would not have been allowed. For Father Edgar, it was an unusual incident, but he didn't pay much attention to it since it only lasts a few minutes. Now, let's see people's reaction. What do they think of this incident, which is punishable according to the criminal code. But before doing it, let's have the takes of Pastor Carlos Norbal on this incident.
Well, to have someone come right in front of other people practicing another religion, it's a mark of disrespect to start with. And because of the way we operate here, anyone can come regardless of their convictions or their faith beliefs, as long as they respect the sanctity of what we're doing here as Christians. They don't have to be Christians to come. But when someone comes up front and begins to disrupt the solemn aspect of worship, as Christians, it is our duty to ask the person to displace himself and to respect the order of things in the way we do things at church, or else the person will be escorted out of the church. I mean, this is clearly a sign of provocation. This is clearly a sign of disrespect to incite a reaction of some sort. It's my understanding this person is not Canadian. He's from outside of Canada. I believe he's from France. Yeah. So coming here, I'm sure it creates a certain wave on the media, social community. But to get the attention that he wanted, I'm sure he had the attention. But when you look at the other aspect of it, someone of that belief coming in front of the people and exercises his religion that is opposed in terms of belief and core system values to Christian values, I think it's something that should never happen, and this should be addressed. And I believe there's certain people in the government now that are looking at building and establishing more laws to make sure that we are protected in the freedoms of religion that we have here.
But the problem is, like, if nobody's complaining or doing anything regarding that incident.
When you say nobody, are you talking about the people themselves in the church?
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it's not a question of how many people accept it or not. It's a question of principles. This is sacrilegious. This cannot be done. If we did the same thing as Christians in a mosque, for example, things would have happened differently. I think they would have never accepted us to come and worship Jesus or Yeshua openly in a mosque in front of their people. I think they would see this as a provocation. They would see this as a wrongdoing, and they would respond accordingly. And there's great chances they would respond probably aggressively as well. So if it's not good to do this in a mosque, it's not acceptable for it to be done in a Christian church either.
Ça-tu organisé avec le prêtre ou
non?
Même pas, il est arrivé puis
ouais.
bang bang. Il s'est imposé, c'est ça?
Il s'est imposé, il est arrivé avec son tapis.
Avec son tapis en plus?
Ben, moi, ce que je crois, c'est que la maison de Dieu est pour tout le monde, dans un premier temps. Toutefois, c'est un lieu sacré. Et lorsqu'une personne rentre dans la maison du Seigneur, il doit se soumettre à l'autorité qui est là. Donc, l'autorité, c'est le prédicateur, la personne qui donne la parole de Dieu. Ce que je comprends, c'est que la personne qui est venue faire ça est un influenceur. Il n'était pas seul, il était accompagné pour qu'il filme son acte. Et de toute évidence, ça paraît comme une provocation. Alors, je trouve que ce n'est pas correct parce que l'inverse n'aurait pas été admissible. Si moi, j'arrive avec ma foi chrétienne, je rentre dans une mosquée et je dis « Désolée, je ne trouve pas d'église ici, je veux faire ma prière ». Déjà, en tant que femme, j'ai une place à avoir que je ne peux pas arriver en avant tout le monde, devant les hommes. Je ne serais même pas admise.
On n'est pas familier avec cet article-là du Code criminel. Et dans l'époque dans laquelle on vit aujourd'hui, on ne respecte plus vraiment nos origines et qu'est-ce qui a établi la société canadienne.
Tout ce qui est pas propre, autrement ce qui n'est pas propice à la religion, autrement dit, de l'Église, bien c'est sûr que c'est une insulte à Dieu, tu sais.
Don't forget to go over rebelfieldreports.com. Donate what you can. Thank you in advance for every donation because without you, this is not possible.